Hello guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you IGCSE ICT May June 2026 paper 2-2 database. Okay, I've already done videos paper 2-1 database and document production and presentation. If you want to watch those videos, you can click on the pop-out banner to see those videos. If you're also interested in February, March 2026, paper 2-1 videos, I've already done that. Click on the pop-out banner and you will watch those videos, or check the link in the description below to watch those videos. Okay. Now, if you found the videos on this channel useful, please subscribe. Okay. Every subscription we get is an encouragement to do more videos, to help you more, to explain more concepts, and to come up with more ideas that would help you. Okay, so subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and share them with your loved ones. Okay, all right, so let's go right ahead and start the video. So we have task 3, database. That's what we're going to be doing. Database, paper 2-2, IGCSE June 2026. So let's continue. You are now going to prepare a report and some labels. Dates must be imported in the formats day, month, and year. All currency values must display the same currency symbol. Make sure all required data is fully visible. All right, great. So using the database software, import the file J2622 parts.csv as a new table. Use these field names and data types. So we're going to open up Access, click on Access, blank database, create. Okay, then click on external data, click on new data source, click on from file, select text file. Okay, then navigate to our folder. So we're going to navigate to the folder. Just get to the folder. Okay, get to the folder. All right. 2026 June. This is paper 2-1, paper 2-2. So what's the name of the file again? Parts. So I'm going to click on parts. Okay, click on OK. All right, click on next. First row contain field names. Okay, click on next. Or were we told to skip any field? Okay, so we're not told to skip any field. So what we're going to do now is to edit the different fields. So I'll click on advanced. All right, so they said the date and time, the dates should follow the DMY. So DDMMMYYY. So we've already done that. Okay, then of course dates added is date and time. Part number, let's see. Part number is text, part name is text, part category is text, supplier code is text, color is text. So we have all the way text from part number to supplier color. So text. Okay, so that's correct. Then we have weight is number, available year is number, cost is currency. So we have number, cost. Let's make cost currency. All right, so that's it. So click on OK. All right, so click on next. So what primary key did they say we should pick? Part number as the primary key. Okay, so I'm going back, choose my primary key, part number, next, finish. Right, so wait for the table to come up, close. All right, so I'm going to close this table. I don't need it. I'll open this. Okay, So this is it. So let me confirm something. This is DD MMM YYYY. DD MMM YYYY. Let's look at this field. Click on design view. Okay. Dates. Let's look at the format of the dates. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think we're fine. Okay. Just hold on. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Then what else do we have? Weight, 1 decimal place. So let's go to weight. Where is weight now? So click on weight. All right. And then decimal place 1. Okay. Then currency, that's cost. 1 decimal place as well. So let's go to cost. And then decimal place 1. Okay. All right. So we need to screenshot this. So save this data. Place in your evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data types, and primary key. So I'm going to go back to Access, take my snipping tool, click on New. All right, so do the screenshot. Okay, good. Copy, go to my evidence documents. Okay, that should be step 13. Paste. I will still confirm that though. So go back to my question paper. Yeah, step 13, that's correct. Okay, good. So import the file J2622 supplies.csv as a new table in your database. Use these field names and data types. Okay, so I'm going to go and import suppliers. So the same process, external data, new data source from file, text, sorry please, browse, go to suppliers, click on OK. All right, next. First row contain field names, next. Then let's modify the fields. So supplier name is text. Everything is text except payment terms, which is number. So let's look at that. So text. Contact should also be text. Okay. And the payment terms is a number. So let me confirm that again. Text, number. Okay. All right. So click on OK. Next. So what primary key did they ask us to pick? Supplier code. So pick supplier code as a primary key. Next. And finish. Okay. So it's coming up. Close. All right. So supplier code has been imported correctly. So go to design view and then see if there's any modification we need to do. All right, no modification. So we need to place in our evidence document a screenshot showing the field names, data type, and primary key. All right. So I'm just going to click on my snipping tool, then click and drag over this. Okay, so there's a problem. Just hold on. I noticed that this is a bit low, so let me raise it up a bit so that everything will show appropriately. All right, so this is better. So I'll do that screenshot again. It's very important that everything is visible. Very important. Okay. So I'm doing my screenshot again. So my primary key symbol is showing here. So I'll click on copy, go to my evidence documents, and then I'll paste it still under step 13. Okay. So let me, separate this. Good. So let's go back to our question paper. Now import the file J2622 categories.csv as a new table in your database. Set all the data types to text. Okay. Set the category code as primary key. So we're going to import categories. So external data, new data source from file, text, browse, categories. Okay. Click on OK. All right. Next. First row contains field names. Next. So we're supposed to put everything as text. So everything is already as text. So I think we're good. Click on OK. Click on next. So what do we set as the primary key? Category code. So I'm going to pick here. Category code. Next. And finish. All right. So this is done. This is done. Let's continue. Are we supposed to do a screenshot? Yes. So we're going to create a screenshot of this, showing everything. So I'm going to go back to my work. We just imported categories, right? So double click on categories. Yes. Click on design view, and then we'll do a screenshot of this. So I'm going to click on that. Click here. Click and drag to a screenshot. All right. Copy. Go to my evidence documents, and then still under evidence 13, step 13, paste. Okay. So we have the three tables done. So let's go back to our question paper. All right. So create a one-to-many relationship as links between them. Supplier code in suppliers table and supplier code in parts table. So let's do that. So external data, that should be database tools, relationships. Okay. So let me bring out my tables. Bring out my tables. All right. So let's look at relationship, supplier code in suppliers table and supplier code in parts table. So suppliers code in suppliers table and suppliers code in parts table. So I click and drag from here to here. So suppliers code in parts table, suppliers code in suppliers table. So this is done. Now let me see, do I need to take a screenshot of this? Okay. So let's screenshot this first. So I'm going to screenshot this first. Screenshot. Copy. Paste it here under step 14. All right. That's the first one. Then create. Okay. The next one, if I double click on it, the same thing appears. Okay. So that's good. The next one I'm going to do is category code in categories table and parts category in parts table. So category code in categories table and what? And parts category, right? And parts category in parts table. So I'm going to use category code. So I'm going to click from here to parts category here. Okay. So let me confirm that. Category code in categories table and parts category in parts table. All right. So I'm going to do that, then do a screenshot. Do a screenshot. Okay. Copy. Go to my evidence documents. Paste. Okay. So this is done. Click on create. All right. Then I'm going to do another screenshot. Okay. Screenshot. Copy. Go to my evidence document and paste it. All right. So with these three evidence, you can't deny me my full marks. All right. With these three screenshots, you cannot be denied your full marks. So let's continue. Go back to the question paper. So this is done. All right. Now add the following as a new record in the parts table. So let's go to the parts table. Go to the parts table. Okay, save this. Go to the parts table. Okay, this is parts table. Then go to the last record by clicking on this here. Go to the last record. Then we come down, enter a new record from here. Okay, so let me expand this so that we can see. Expand this. All right, so what dates do we have here? Okay. All right, so I just saw something now. Let me correct that quickly. So go up. Yes, dates added. Let me correct this. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me still use this. Okay, so let's go and impute what we're asked to do. So just save this. Okay. All right, so I'll go to the last record. Okay. Yes, so I'm going to pick the first date we have here is 9th of January 2000. So click here, click the date and time picker. Okay, so I'm not going to use this picker because it's not versatile. So I'll just use 09. Okay. 09, 9th of January 2000, 01. 01 dash 2000. Okay. Okay, so we're not done. All right. Okay. So go to the part number. Part number, what do we have here? Double A 119. So we have AA 119. Then what else do we have for what's the next field? Next field we have part name Sun Visor. So I'm going to put Sun Visor. Part category. Part category is INT. INT. Supplier code. Supplier code is RD8_96. RD8_96. Color. What's the color now? Color is red, weight is 2.0. So the color is red, weight is 2.0. Then available year. Available year is 2030. 2030. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. So this, I think this is 2.0. Available year is 2030. And then the costs. The cost is 19.2. So I'm gonna put 19.2. All right. So 19.2, that's done. That's done. Let's go back to question paper. Okay. So this is done. Check for data errors. Save the data. So let me check everything is okay. All right. So I think my date is wrong. Let me correct this. Yeah. So it's correct now. So that's done. That's saved already. So let's continue. Using the fields from all tables, produce a tabular report that, okay, select the records where part category is INT or EXT or DL. The available year is 2027 or later. Contains a new field called overdue cost, which is calculated at runtime. The field must display the, so from here to here will come after. So this is where we start from. Shows only the fields, date added, category name, supplier name, color, part name, weight, available year, cost, overdue. Okay, cost, comma, overdue cost. So like I always say in my videos, like you should know, before you do your reports, you must first do your query. Okay, so the query starts from here, then goes over here, then before we get to this part of it, okay, before we now move to the reports. All right, so let's start the query. Let's start the query. So let me just close this, save, close this, and close this. All right, so to do the report, we click on create. To do the query before the report, we click on create, and then click on query wizard. This is query wizard. Click on query wizard, click on OK. All right, so let's go and look at what we are asked to use. So it shows the fields date added. So let's look for dates added. So this is date added. So we just click on this arrow here to add it to the right. Then we have category name. Category name is not in this table, so we'll come here, we'll pick the other table, categories table. So it's under categories table, pick it. Then we go to supplier name. So supplier name should be under suppliers, so pick supplier name. All right. Then we go to color. Where can we find color now? Parts. Let's do parts. Yes, so color is there. Put color. Then part name. So we pick part name from here, still here. Then we have weight. So weight is also here. Pick weight. We also have available year. So let's look at suppliers, see if we can get that there. Okay, so available year is in categories. Did I? Okay, no, should be in parts. Yes, so available year is here. Then we have costs. So let's look for costs. So cost is here. All right, then this last field, we're going to create it. Yeah, so we're going to create this last field ourselves. So we just click on next. Click on next. Now we're going to use this name to do the query. It's also going to be the name of the report. So let's just, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, copy. And then put this here in front of the query, paste, right? Click on modify query design, then click on finish. So this is our query interface. All right, so this is where we're going to put our criteria. So the next thing we're going to do, so let me use my highlighter. So we've done this, we've picked this. All right, now we need to do this. Okay, so path category is INT or EXT or DL. So let's go back to that path category. Sorry, did I get that right? Path underscore category. Okay, let me see. Category name. Did we not add path category? Because I cannot find it. Okay, let me look at that question paper again. Date added category name, color path name, available year, costs, overdue costs. Okay, all right. So in this case, right, we're going to add path category, but it is not going to show in the reports. Okay, so we're going to add it and we're going to use it to do our query, but it's not going to appear in the query or the report. So I'm just going to look for it. Path category. Okay. So I don't know where it is. Let me check for another table. Let me wipe this off. All right. Let me check if it is in the suppliers table. Let me see. No. Okay. Let me remove this. Okay. So let's see. First of all, let me go to my table. And see where we have parts category. Okay, it's under parts. So let me go to my query. All right. Come here, let's pick parts. And then go up here, parts category. Okay. So that's done. So I'm going to uncheck this box because I don't want it to show, because they did not ask us to show it. If you look at this, there's no parts category here. It's not here. All right, it's not here. So they said it has to be INT or DL or EXT, right? INT or EXT or DL. So we're going to come here. Let me confirm. Okay. We're going to come here under the criteria row. So we're going to use INT, right? Or DL or EXT. Okay, so once I get my cursor out of there, you will see that it puts a double quote on each of the text I've typed, because it has picked them as what it is looking for, the criteria it's going to use to query the database, the table. Okay, then let's go to the next one. The available year is 2027 or later. Okay, 2027 or later. That should be greater than or equal to 2027. So I'm going to come under available year. So I put greater than or equal to 2027. Okay. So it's going to, what's going to appear is every year that will be 2027 or greater than 2027. So I'm going to click on query design, click on run. Okay, so let's check if it works. If it works, it doesn't look like it worked. It doesn't look like it worked. So I'm going to do that query again. Okay, it worked. It did. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong column. So this is it. So if you check here, we have 2030, 2031, 2029, 2027. So everything here is, the list here you can find is 2027. Every other year is above 2027. And then the path name. Okay, for the purpose of this query, let me just make it visible so that we can confirm if it worked or not. So I will just check this box here and then run it again. So you can see int, ext, or dl. That's what we have here. All right, so it worked. Our query worked. So I will just uncheck this because we're not asked to show it. Okay, so let's go back to our question paper. So this is done. Now we're going to go to this. So contains a new field called overdue costs, which is calculated at runtime. The field must display the cost price increased by 5%. Use overdue underscore cost equal to cost multiplied by 1 times 0.5. So let's go and do this. So we're going to come to a new column, a new field here, and then we're going to use what is called the builder. So I'm going to click on the builder. Builder is right here. Click on the builder. So let me look at the parameters we're going to use. So it is cost multiplied by 1.05. So I'm going to come to my table. Where's my table now? So this is my table. I'm going to double click here. Okay. It's cost, right? Cost multiplied by, yeah. So I'm going to double click on cost, multiplication sign, then 1.05, 1.05. Okay. So this is it. Go back, done. Click on OK. All right. Now we're going to put the name. So the name is overdue underscore cost. So I'm going to come here, delete this expression 1, and then put overdue underscore costs. Is the cost capital C? Okay, no, it's small letter C. So this is done. So if we run this now, you can see overdue cost is showing. The field is showing. So let's see what they asked us to format this as. Let me see. Okay. Display the cost. Okay. Format this to display currency in 1 decimal place. Okay. So let's go and do that. All right. So let's make it currency and 1 decimal place. So I'll click on property sheet. Come to format. Put it on currency. Come to decimal place. Put it on 1 decimal place. Then close this. Okay. If I run this again, you will see that our currency is now 1 decimal place, and it is okay, closed. It's 1 decimal place and it is in currency. Okay. All right, that's great. So that means this is done. That means this part is done. Okay. Good. So let's go straight to the report. All right. To do the report, what we have to do is go to create. Go to reports wizard. Okay, save. Move everything to the right because we're using everything in the query to do the report. So click on next, click on next, click on next. We're not grouping it, so we'll skip that. Then okay, so this is done. This is done. Now sort the data into ascending order of supplier name and descending order of category name. So come ascending order of supplier name, descending order of category name. Okay. Click on next. So should it be portrait or landscape? Let's confirm that. This is done. Okay, landscape and fits a single page wide. So we put this on landscape. All right. Click on next. Then we put the name based on what we have on the question paper, automotive parts suppliers. So we have automotive parts suppliers. Okay. So modify, click on finish. All right. So let's see question paper. So we've done this. We've done this. All right. So the next thing we need to do is to rearrange our report, because remember that whatever you sort the report with is going to become the first row, and usually it is not what we were given to use as the first column that will be there. So let's check the question paper for the order again. The order will be dates added, category name. So dates added, which is this, let me just expand it, needs to come in front of category name. Okay, so before we do that, I need to rearrange this. So I'm just going to move this to the right, move this to the right, then move this as well to the right. Okay, move this to the right. In case you're wondering how I'm able to capture everything, I click on the first row, then click on the second one, holding my control key on the keyboard, and then everything highlights, and I'm able to click and drag. Okay, so do the same for this, move this. Okay, then I can now move this. Okay, move this more to the right. So I can now take dates added and move it all the way to my left to become the first. Then after dates added, what do we have? Category name. So I'm going to move this supplier name, move it all the way here, then move this all the way here. Okay, move this here. All right, so now I can rearrange this now. So supplier name comes after category. Let me confirm that. Yes, supplier name comes after category name. So I can click and drag this to expand. Okay, then move this all the way here. Okay, all right. So let me confirm that nothing is being cut off, so that's fine. Then I move this all the way to my left. All right, then just do a little expansion to ensure that no text is being cut off. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Then move this to the left, move it to the left. Okay, then do a little expansion. All right, then I'll do the same as well. Do the same as well to this. I'm going to click here, move this. Okay, move this. Okay, let me move this a bit. Yeah, then move this again. Also move this. Move. Okay. Yep. So click and drag this. Click and drag this. Click and drag. Okay. Then move this. Okay, so I need to uncheck this cost so that it's not moving along with overdue cost. So I just click and drag. All right, so everything is properly spaced out now. So it's 1 page wide and then 2 pages long. Okay. So let me align everything to the left so that everything would look properly done. So I'm going to align everything to the left. Okay. Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, let me see. Okay, align this to the left. All right, then do this part. Okay, yes. Oh, that didn't work again. Okay, so this is aligned to the left. Let me see if color is aligned to the left. Okay, done. So it's aligned to the left. Dates added, align it to the left. Okay, so everything is aligned to the left. All I need to do now is, I think, add my details. Yes, have your name, serial number, and candidate number in the footer of the report, so it appears in the same position on every page. So I go back to my report, take this out. Okay, pick text tool, sorry, label, not text tool, please, label. Come here, put my name. Okay, my name. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, let me correct this. I don't know what's going on there. All right, and yeah. So if I go back to design layout view, you can see, let me go to print preview. Okay, so now this is done. So from here I can print it, and then you'll be able to see everything that I've done clearly visible. So this report is done. Let's move on to the next phase. So I'm printing a report, that's done. Okay, next up we have using fields from only the suppliers table, produce labels which select only the record where supplier name does not include text part or motor. Payment terms is 30 days. Okay, so let's go right ahead and do this. So the first thing we need to do, if you haven't figured it out yet, is to create a query, because we can't do this without having a query. So we're going to use the suppliers table to create a query. So I'll go back. Let's leave this page. Okay, go to create query wizard, click on OK, then go to suppliers table. So let's look at the terms. So it's supposed to have supplier name. We're going to use this supplier name. Okay, let's go back to our supplier name. Then we have first name and last name. So we'll pick first name, last name. Then what again? Street address, area, postcode. So street address, area, postcode. What again? Supplier code and payment terms. Supplier code, payment terms. Any other thing? Supplier code, payment terms, postcode, area, street address, supplier name. Okay, so we do not have any use for contact number because it is neither here nor here. Okay, we do not have any need for that, so I'll just click on next. Okay, yeah, click on next. I'll just leave this as J2622 suppliers query. Click on modify query design, and then we can do our query here now. Okay, so question paper says supplier name does not include the text parts or motor. Okay, so let's go and do our query. So under supplier name, so the query we're going to use is not like motor. Okay, and then not like, and what's the other part now? Not like parts. Okay, so basically what it's going to do is it's going to pick out these two texts, motor and parts, and ensure that any supplier name that contains that would not display. Okay, it would not display. Then let's go to the other parts. That's payment terms is 30 days, so I go to payment terms. All right, and I put 30. Okay, so it's going to pick out all payment terms that are 30, and then it's going to pick out all the text containing motor and parts, and exclude them from the table. So let's click on run. Okay, and then let's expand this. All right, so I can still see one motor here, and okay, my query did not actually run because I'm seeing I'm seeing different things. Let me go and do that again. Okay guys, let's take a look at the question again. Let me be sure what I'm missing in this whole exercise. So using the fields from only the suppliers table, produce labels which select only the records where supplier's name does not include the text, parts, or motor. Payment terms is 30 days. Okay, so let me see. All right. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Not like asterisk motor, asterisk, and not like asterisk parts, asterisk. Let's see. This is supposed to work. If I click on run, okay, great. So it worked. It worked. It worked. So the problem was I was using or and it was treating the two conditions independently. Okay, but now it is treating them as one, which means it is checking for both motor and parts. Okay, so please, this is the correction, not like asterisk motor, asterisk, and not like parts, not like asterisk parts, asterisk. Okay, that's the query for this. All right. Okay, so we've done this. So sort the data into ascending order of supplier name. So we're going to now use this to create our labels. All right, to create labels, we click on create. Okay, click on labels. All right, click on labels. Okay, now we need to look for this, which is 9.90 centimeter by 5.7 centimeters. Okay, so let's look at 9 by 67. Let's see, 99 by 57. Do we have that here? 99 by 57. Let's see, do we have that? Let's see. Yes, so we have that, 99 by 57 millimeter. Okay, so 2 columns and 5 rows, 99 by 57 millimeters. All right, good. So let's go on. All right, so we have number across, that's number of columns. How many columns do we have? 2 columns, so that's correct. That's okay. Number across 2 columns. Click on next. Okay, any specified font size and font type? Okay, no. All right, so let's go back and see if we can customize anything. Okay, no. All right, so next. So this is good. Don't have anything to do here. All right, so we're going to now arrange it based on this. Okay, based on this. So we have supplier name. Put supplier name. Okay, then we have first name and last name. So I'm going to hit enter. Put first name, last name, the same way it is there. Then street address area. Street address, sorry, that's a mistake. I need to delete that. Come down, put street address. Okay, then we have area and postcode. So come down, area, come down, postcode. Okay, and then we have supplier code, payment terms. So we have supplier code. No, it shouldn't be there. Next line, supplier code dash payment terms. Okay, so I've made a mistake. So we have come here, supplier code dash payment terms. Okay, so that's done. Click on next. So what are we sorting by? Based on the question, we're sorting into descending order of supplier name. So I'm going to go back, sort by supplier name. Okay, so next. All right, so let's go. Okay. All right, so let's modify our label. Click on finish. Okay. All right, so this is done. We've done this. Okay, so have your name, serial number, and candidate number on the left at the top of each label. So first of all, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Report view. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let's confirm what we're asked to do. Okay, portrait orientation, page size, display data for the following. So we should have 2 columns and 5 rows with 10 labels on a page. Let's check our print preview to confirm that we have 2 columns and 5 rows on a page. So let's see. So we have 2 columns. How many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is correct. We have 2 columns and we have 5 rows on a page. Okay. Now we're supposed to put our name, center number, and candidate number on. So this is done. This one is already done. This one is already done. This is already done. Okay. Has your name, center number, and candidate number on the left at the top of each label. So I'm going to come here. Let's bring this down. Let's bring this down. So I'm going to add my information here. Okay. Okay. So adding my information there. Now let me check prints. Okay, so yeah, that works. Okay, so that's how you add our information on the page. So that's done. This one is done. Modify the format of the label so that only the name, supplier name, is displayed in a larger font size, center aligned, and bold. So I go back. So we're supposed to make this bold. I'm going to click on home, click on bold, right, and then put it on at the center. All right, so only so that the supplier name is displayed in a larger font size, center aligned, and bold. So let's increase the font size. So I'm going to pick it up and then increase the font size. Let's make it 14. Okay, that means I need to move this down. So I'll just click, holding my control key. I'm going to click on all of them, bring them down, and then I'm going to expand on this. All right, so this is now bigger than them. If I go to print preview, okay, so this is done. This is done. All right, so this is done. Let me close this. This is done. Okay, so make sure that the data on every label is fully visible and there's no overlap. All right, so if I go back, put it on print preview, so everything is fully visible, there is no overlap. All right, that's done. Okay, that's done. Finally, there's something I haven't done. Let me see. Okay, all right, so let's see. Format. I'm looking for a way to do that. Okay, so I'm trying to, yes, great, yes, guys, I actually was supposed to do this. I should have done this in the report, but I didn't do that, so I'm going to do it on the label now. So sort the data into descending order of supplier name. So I'm going to do that, group and sort. Let me make sure that I've done this properly. Yes, with Z on top. All right, so sorted. Okay, So let me see, let me confirm. Okay, okay. Doesn't look like it's sorted. Let me go and do that again, guys. Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Okay. Add the sort. Still supplier name with Z on top. Okay, so let me check now. Okay, so it's done now. It's done. So please, if you're doing this paper, please try to sort it at the query section. I think it would be easier for you than to come here to do it. Okay, so I just had to find a way to do it here. So you can see it's sorted in descending order all the way from Z to the top. All right, great. Okay, so print in portrait orientation for page size A4 21 centimeter by 29.7 centimeter high. I think that's the last thing we need to do. So I'll just come here. Let's put it on A4 21 by 29.7. I believe that's it. 21 by 29.7. Yes. Yeah. So I just checked my size, and A4 21 by 29.7 is correct. So I'll just click on print. Printing using Microsoft Print to PDF. Click on print. Yes, put it as my label. Save. So we have 3 pages. All right. So if I go to my work area folder, label, open this in my browser. Okay, I'll open this. All right. Okay, so it's opening up. It's opening up. So right now you can see these are my details, my names, my center number, candidate number, and then the name of the supplier, bold, center aligned, and then it is sorted. It's sorted in descending order. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, please don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And until I see you in the next video, have a good one.